Not exactly sure who is the king of the hill, but you see Richard over there taking some shots.
Well, that's what this match will determine.
Are
so
both in the winner's
guys,
bracket?
Yes, these two guys are undefeated.
Okay, got it.
Winner will stand alone at the top, and the loser will move on to the loser bracket side.
I had the pleasure of playing with Mac, the guy in the red shirt. That's Chris Mackenzie or something.
Yeah.
Mac.
Yeah.
And the other guy is Kevin.
Kevin, yeah, I see him on YouTube a lot, kind of doing things with his hands. I think he's one of those ASL sign language interpreters.
Okay. All right.
Kevin does tell really good stories. Yeah.
Kevin something. Again. Oh, wait. Rocky Hollow? No. What's it called?
This is Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake. I'm sorry. Hell. Hell is far as I'm.
Someone just told me to pop that rubber band, Rob.
Here we go.
Ow. And Sexy Frank, his pro ranking is based on not just how good looking he is, but how he finished in the world ranking. So technically in this tournament, no, he is not in the pro side of the tournament. He's in the amateur side.
Got mouth in background. Kevin is Lindsay. It's Lindsay. Lindsay. I told you it was Lindsay. Why did I get a snap for that? It hurts. Michael was trying to say it was Linseed or something. I don't know.
Maybe I was being funny.
Me. So we got two really good players. This is the amateur bracket, streaming live. And Chris Mac. Who doesn't have souls? Yeah. So Mac, I got the pleasure of playing against Mac a few times on Friday during the
He hit that tee shot
tournament.
too low.
Yeah, it was a little low. Mac is a really nice guy. He's built like a brick shithouse. He's probably 50-something years old and
so
bench press a house.
Right there,
beast.
Kevin went at that with a 6-iron, and I didn't like that when I saw him doing that, because that is the wrong angle of club to make that chip in that instance.
Because it's going to go long.
Well, he was going to run it into the bank. He wasn't going to.
Gotcha.
The 6-iron wasn't going to get that ball up high enough, quick enough to chip that in. I would have rather seen him do something with an L wedge or even a 9-iron. I love to put the 9-iron on my chips out of that sand. I'm there all the time. And I'd like to put roll on it when I'm chipping out of that specific spot. That's a great place to do that.
We're tied up after 2 holes, going into hole number 3.
And here we are. Oh wow. Okay, so Kevin went long on that. That's our first double eagle opportunity. And don't get me wrong, it's not the difficult team to go long.
No. It's chippable, but yeah, he definitely is probably disappointed he went that.
Well, he got wet there. So yeah, he
got wet.
But it went long and got wet.
Sorry, I looked away for 1 second. Oh, this one's good.
Yeah,
that's really good. Mac is on fire. Lindsay's got to come back. This has the opportunity
to be a pretty big swing in stroke advantage.
2.
Yeah.
Yep. At least 2. There it is, birdie.
Kevin has played the game a long time.
Double eagle.
And he's not going to be rattled by that. And the good thing is that there are some holes on this course that are very scoreable, where you can have some big number changes just like we saw. All it takes is 1 long shot or 1 short shot.
2-point swing after only 3 holes. We are in the amateur bracket. I believe this is best out of 3. They are both in the winner's bracket.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, John. And like I said, it's not really how good they are. It's based on the world ranking in the last 9 months, I think.
Nice shot by Kevin.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Kevin's been playing a long time, and he's a very, very good player.
Mac is rock solid. He did really well in the Friday tournament. It was a Pro-Am tournament, and he was teamed with Painter Jim, for those of you know Painter Jim. And we had to play them 2 times, actually. I played with Steve Bailey. And Mac was just on fire, hitting shots and playing well, but he's also a really nice guy, real fun and helpful, exciting. Puts one on the green right there, not far from the hole. Should be an easy eagle for him. Kevin wants to come back. I'm sure he's pin seeking on this one. Like get some little shots back. Hits the bridge. Clips up. Easy eagle for both players. And as expected, 2 easy eagles, 2-stroke lead for the Mac. Going in hole number 6. Let's look at that ostrich and see what it's going to do for you. Michael, you go right for the ostrich, or in this setup with the pin on the right, do you try to cut it?
I specifically wouldn't. I would go a click back to the right and kind of come in that side with that wind.
Come in from the right side?
I would. Just this is the way I would play it today.
Mac is eyeballing that left side, but he looks like he's going to change it up. Do you think 4 wood's enough to get over the cacti?
Yeah.
Yep, going in it from the right side, well over the cacti, on the green, rolls up not far from the hole. Very nice shot, easy eagle for Mac.
And that's the way I looked at it when I first saw it. Now, if he would have stuck with staying 1 click to the left, he might just have been shaping it back at the cut, but I like that high with nothing on it.
Kevin goes driver, medium driver, has very similar result.
Yeah, and he had
I thought that'd be long.
I thought he had bite on it. Might have been backspin. Yeah, that's
very, very nice.
That's what's so fun about this is everyone sees a hole and the ways to play it in a different way.
Completely different angles at the shots. Kevin did a good job of getting up there. All right, Mac at the tee box. Tough hole 7, going between the crevasses. Is that right? Crevasses? Crevasses?
220, 221.
Don't snap that rubber band again, please. I don't want to be wrong.
And Frank, yeah, he's got a world ranking, even working for IT. Adam Kramer has a world ranking as well. They get to play Golden Tee when they're not working, and then they even get paid to play Golden Tee while they are working. How about that?
I bet they do. What a great job. Mac looking at a 4-wood, backspin high, goes right up at the green, a little long. Doesn't come back much. That high tee will just make it roll, especially on a downhill green.
Yeah, that's an 8 tailwind too, and 5. I know
5
why he
wood.
went to 4, but a 5 might have been the best play there.
Lindsay looking down the 3-wood. Let's see if he tees it up.
And he still may club down on this. No, he's going to go with it, and he left it medium. That's why he stuck with the 3-wood.
Fisher, not crevice. Okay, got it. That's helpful. He went 3-wood, just kind of came in late at it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and he went 3-wood because he wasn't trying to take it high to get up over the
Mac
cliff.
misses the putt. He had his double eagle putt. He missed it. He missed it.
Andy Haas and Marc come over to commentate this road. I'd also talk about the match, so we'll talk about that coming up.
All right, we got Eagle Beagle.
And just so you know, guys, we're going to have a couple of really, really fun folks from the tournament come over and sit in and do some commentary before they play. Andy and Mouth are going to come over in a few minutes and sit with us, take over some commentating duties.
All right, 1-point lead for Mac, or 1-stroke lead for Mac. Going into hole number 8, Kevin takes a pretty conservative shot, leaves it up a little short. Mac is looking this down that 11-mile-an-hour wind, downhill green, goes right at it. Don't go long. He really doesn't. I mean, that's a nice little uphill back.
And earlier, you and I were discussing when Mouth and Marc were playing on Mayfield about really spinning that ball and then hitting it. And I'm going to have Mouth talk a little bit about that when they get over here. In fact, Mr. Mouth is sitting here, and I'm going to transfer my headset over. And so
actually, you know what, Mike? I want you to go ahead and you talk to Mouth about that spinny thing. Mouth, if you got a second.
Yeah.
This is Rob Myers. I'm going to hand it over to Mouth.
Then when Andy gets here,
Mike's going to ask some questions, and here you go. Mouth, take it over.
And then when Andy shows up, I'll give Andy my setup over here, and we'll let the guys do some play-by-play.
All right. Apologies in advance, guys. In case you haven't been here before, I do get loud sometimes, so my voice is gone.
During your match with Marc Stenmark earlier, we noticed that a couple of times you guys really put some backspin, rotation on the trackball, and then just hammered these A1s or C3s. We were kind of wondering what are you thinking about, and what does that shot do for you? Kind of take us through that if you don't care.
All right, so the spinning A1s and C3s, you don't have to do that to hit the exact same shot, right? All you're doing is you're forcing, let's say I'm doing an A1. If you want to hit an A1 the farthest, you want to have it to be a full A and full 1. Now, if you think physics-wise, if I can hit 100% forward to the 2, and that's my 100%.
Yes.
If I hit the ball 100% to the 1, half of my power went to the side, half of it went forward.
Yes.
So now, I can't, unless you hit really hard and really accurately, you can't get a max forward swing hitting to the 1 or to the 3. So when you spin the trackball, you've already got it moving to the 1 when you're coming through in the forward swing.
Gotcha.
So it's not changing anything about how the ball is being hit. It just allows me to not have to hit all the way to the 1. I can hit just inside of the 1.
Yeah.
Now I'm only losing 75 or a quarter of the power going to the side.
Totally makes sense.
So it's reading that way. That's really it. I used to play with Steve Sobey a lot, and he never hit spinners ever.
Yeah.
But he could hit an A1 and a C3 perfect. He just was good at that, and he can have it just right.
And guys, I'm going to step away for a second, let Andy sit in and do some play-by-play on the amateur match. Andy, take this over, man.
Wow, that's a fantastic chip by Kevin Lindsay. But when you're back there, guys, you know that those pushes are just going to play. They're going to hit it a little bit, knock it down. You can just rip it right at the cup. All right.
Is that pin up on the top
It looks like
tier?
it's on the top tier.
This is where I like a little, I like a little
release,
driver release, and let it land short and roll up the hill. It seems like a pretty nice.
Now, what driver are you playing on Rattlesnake?
I got an 8.5 and a 10.5.
So when you do the 8.5 with release, do you find that it'll ramp that hill sometimes?
No, never has. Never has.
I haven't ramped that hill quite a bit when I've done it.
I've never. I play streaks too, though.
Okay, so there's the
That's
difference.
why. Yeah, grabbers or barrage would definitely ramp. Streaks don't.
The biggest difference in a Haas versus me match is on Mystic and Rattlesnake. He plays a lot more games.
Streaks.
I don't play streaks. I could go into one of those matches being down 1 stroke right away.
Well, but on this trackball, I hit 3 180s so far today, comically short. So
awesome. So we know that Andy's going to make mistakes. And that's what
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. My match versus Marc, if I hadn't hold number 1, I think I would have lost in number 2, because Marc's 180 is so good.
It is really.
He would have knocked it on.
No, this could turn into trouble, because he's not going to be able to get this up the hill.
So did he miss that shit? Okay, I was saying the camera cut away. Actually, this one, being this far back, it will get up, and he can make this.
No, I don't think
he'd be worse to be up here.
It's angled though. It's offset.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a bad play. That was a bad play.
I don't
would have got up there. When you're further back, it actually gets up. The closer you are, the less chance it has of getting up.
Okay. Yeah,
when you're all the way back, it'll get up.
Once again, though, you're playing streaks. If he's not playing streaks,
that's a good point.
I won't get up from there.
Here's the best match play hole probably ever invented.
And this is actually a dream setup for most of these guys.
This is just a smash forward.
You'd hit a 4?
Yeah, because I don't trust my 180.
Okay. And you think it gets over no matter what with the 4, as long as you're not over the middle?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, you want to take it right about there. But yep.
And if you haven't seen. Right where he pointed is where he hit it.
Oh my God, he went long.
I think with me, I'm confident in my 180. I would be popping a 5-wood hard.
See, so to me though, like, you can't be short. So let's hit the 4-wood, and if you go long, okay, at least you're not reloading.
Okay, so now here we go though. We've already seen.
So Kevin's down 1.
So does Kevin lay up?
His opponent's in the water. It's such an easy setup. I would go for
I would too. This reminds me in St. Louis, I was playing Fox, and I was up 3 strokes, and Fox left it short. I mean, I was up 3 strokes, and I had honors, and it was a setup just like that. In my head, I was already telling myself I'm laying up.
Just hit it hard. Just hit it hard. So at least if you're
just murder it.
The only thing you can't do on this hole is come up short.
Yeah, coming up short kills you. We need a commentator cam. I'm not against it. Got to focus here. All right, so now what's the score?
This Ohtani, this guy owns us.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's hit 4 homers in 4 games against us.
He had how many homers?
He hit 2 on Friday night. He hit 2 the last time we played.
These are individuals. Am I making a lot of noise on that?
Yeah, it's like,
Sorry, guys. All right.
Strike this mother.
Kevin's in deep. This is. See me, I can't go there. If I go there, if I go there in a match against you, I don't play anything but a G wedge.
Go where? Oh, yes. So I have the lob wedge on rattle specifically for hole 7. This hole too, although I like to think I don't miss par 3 greens. Oh God,
Right.
what was that?
But this is Andy and I have always had this argument between each other.
And if you try and drive 15 and come up short, sometimes you need that lob wedge. So the lob wedge is one of those clubs.
It's
famous saying.
Happens.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Is how I would describe the lob wedge.
My opinion.
There's some. This is the first year of course. So since Build-A-Bag came out, this is the first year I've run a couple bags with no lob wedge. Safari, Mayfield, Rhineland, I run no lob wedge, but
I had to on Juniper though because there were 2 holes that you could be in a bunker.
Oh, for sure.
Easily that you couldn't get out of.
I was always scared to not have it. But certain courses you can get around without it.
But I'm thinking though, if I'm playing a match against you, if I'm putting myself and I'm in a position I need a lob wedge, it's not a position I'm making.
You're probably losing anyway.
Exactly. So why not lose the advantage? All right, so it's pretty straightforward here. This pin's tucked in the bottom left though, and he's got water in the back. I get the feeling like one of them is going to fly this green.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Now, me personally on this, I don't want to have this elevation change. I'm putting this ball to the bottom tier. And
Me personally, Playboy, I don't give a. See, I've never done this shot.
It's so much nicer.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I'd rather have a level playing field.
He's got to hit. Well, he's got to hit. He's got to hit the fiber. Oh, that's gone.
That's
dead. Gone. Bye.
Wow, we're wrong. We are wrong. We cannot judge off of this.
Is he playing a forged 8-wood? How did that spin that hard? He must be playing grabbers.
Yeah. Most Americans do.
I mean, if you want to play the wrong balls on this course, you can play grabbers.
Well, we'll talk about who's the king of the hill and who's actually has to beat him to win the tournament. Jesus. All right, guys. You all thought that Mouth has Mouth has ADD. I believe it's Andy Haas that can't focus on one thing at a time.
It's my Cleveland Native Americans. Most racist logo in sports next to the Redskins.
All right, so we noticed during your match against Stunmark, you went to the nose twice.
Well, sometimes you got to get a little nose grease on the. No. Come on. Come on now.
Come on now. It is a much different.
I don't use Dave's ball lube. Strike.
Okay, this is hard to commentate when he talks about the baseball game every day. All right,
I have started going down the hill on this one.
I go down the hill every time.
But a lot of times, like this, where he's at, it's going to be a perfect full 8-wood or 6-wood.
All right, when you say a perfect full 8-wood, tell the people what you're talking about. Explain it. See, I don't hit a lot of full.
So with a double-digit win, the nice thing about the 8-wood and 6-wood is anytime you have a double-digit crosswind, as long as you hit it the correct speed, you can generally. So like right here, so he could turn left one right here, full 6-wood, pop it out a little towards the 1, would spin back nice for him.
I prefer to let my body doing the aiming instead of the trackball.
Kevin using the rare plus 8 iron.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people use the supers. I don't know a lot of the people that use the pluses.
All right. Cleveland won.
Okay.
We get a real player. We get a player back here to watch the match and commentate on it.
2 out of 3. We'll take that. Yeah, what we got here?
All right.
So I'd probably. I always turn right. Yeah. I aim from right here.
Yep, unless I'm having to hit the straight shot with the 5-wood over the edge.
Probably gonna hit.
I'm hitting a high 3-wood here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yep.
Just so I can hit it soft and make sure I get my line right.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to play the forward, I got to hit it a little too hard, and when I hit a shot hard, you have a chance of it reading a little offline.
Good shot.
Really good shot. Totally.
5-wood. Yep. Good.
But Andy and I would both be looking to cut this back into the wind.
Yes.
Doing just like this. Kevin does know the right things to do in life, but he just normally doesn't do it.
I think he heard you.
Oh, well, how could he hear me? I'm a very quiet person. Great putts. What is the score set?
What are we at here? Do better. TBF.
It was.
We
do apologize, but
this would be a
curtail that a little bit.
This would be a pretty
Well, just remember now that we're knocking him down one more peg on
crappy. This would be a pretty crappy setup for myself with streaks.
I'm just murdering a 7-iron backspin.
You can see I have a 6-iron though. I have a 6-iron and 8-iron.
6-iron super.
So I don't have.
See, this is the differences.
So he has a super 6-iron and a plus 8-iron.
This his designer bag is something out of goddamn Picasso painting. Extremely abstract.
All right, what are we at? Let's see. Oh. All right,
okay.
So let's see this. Let's see here.
Cut 8.5 bite.
I would probably.
You're high teeing something with a fuller.
I'm probably doing a full 3-wood here.
See, I like
because the nice thing about fulls too is not just for the cut, but
you know what it's going to do.
The distance. There's only so far it can go, so the distance is so predictable. That's the second advantage of fulls. Besides the cut, is the distance is so predictable.
Back in the day,
I don't have to worry about hitting a 180 because my 180 is so bad.
We know.
I know.
You were the one who told me that years ago.
I don't want to
hit a 180. So you cut everything up.
I don't want to cut the 8.5 with streaks though on that setup.
That's a difference there too, because you're not with the streaks. You're cutting it with balls that don't check the same.
Yes.
So if you don't have the cut coming back in enough.
27, 24, all right. So,
was that game 1 or 2?
That was game 1, I think.
Yeah, we apologize. He will do better, folks.
Do better.
Not in the tournament, though. He's not going to do any better. He's at his peak today. He's peaked today.
One streak.
He finally got past Denmark today, and now he's done.
Finally got past Denmark. Get out of here. I beat him 2-0 last year.
Bordal's here.
A safety meeting with Bordal. We got to go check the tires, Seth.
What safety meeting are you at? This Crown?
No, I got
Captain?
No, I'm doing Bullet and Diet. In fact, another one, please. Thank you. Bartender.
Anybody else have a drink?
All right, so Chris
Get this guy a drink.
It's not, hand me that. I'll have that water for now.
Oh, you know what? Let me have that, is it a fire burger? Let me get that. Fries, no tomatoes.
I think my odds in this match are going up and up and up.
Well, I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm gonna grease up the trackball though.
Oh yeah. No, it's a different field. We got a lot of good competitors here, people that want to play a straight up match against people to win.
All right, let's see what do we got here. Safari.
Yep, we got Safari. One's not drivable.
So right here, so I'm looking for a 1 crosswind like that. I probably want to hit. I would love to have about an 8-iron in.
All right,
because
so you're going to knock it up.
Yeah, because so if I have like a 6-iron or 5-bird, a hair left flick is not coming back. But I think an 8-iron is right about in the Goldilocks range here. 8 or 9-iron. 8 or 9.
We have a different club choice on this, right? So I play a 9-wood on this course.
I don't think you could hold a 9-wood with that wind.
I hold both of my matches.
No, the wind was blowing the other way. It was blowing left. That's a different wind.
Why can't I hold a 9-wood? I can't cut it a little bit.
It was a. Oh, I'm talking about thumb shots.
Oh, right.
I'm talking about a thumb shot.
Right now,
I'm talking about a thumb shot. See, so I think if he rolls an 8-iron here, I think he could make it.
I don't. With these super clubs, I don't.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he thumbs anyway.
No, he doesn't.
I was talking about thumb shots.
All right.
That 9-wood you hold against Shad Hart was a thumb shot.
Yeah, I thumbed that. Yeah, but since then my hands have gotten
a 1 wind this way and a 1 wind this way is 2 totally different things.
But right, because of the design of the trackball,
Yes,
guys. In case
because
you
of
don't
the design
notice,
of the trackball,
the
yes.
way the trackball lines out, the rollers aren't
Yes.
equally spaced
No,
on
they're
both
they are
sides of
most
the ball.
certainly not.
So when you pull to A, if you let the ball, the club head will come down because the design of the trackball
Mm-hmm.
causes the friction to move the ball forward again. If you pull to C, you can walk away from it and it won't do anything.
Tell them about this friction. Yes, Seth. Little bullet and diet.
Speaking of Seth, why isn't Seth here this weekend?
He had to go to some wedding with his wife or something. That's what happens when you get wifed up. You gotta, That's why I'm missing the Cincinnati tournament.
Well, I wouldn't call it missing, Bob.
I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
Oh, we'll have to see. This drive here to this tournament kind of took it out of me a little bit. I don't know if Cincinnati.
We left Akron, Ohio at 7 a.m.
Language,
yesterday.
Andy.
Six people, minivan, Honda Odyssey. Yeah, it was
How many
pretty
libations
brute.
were consumed in that vehicle?
There was beers consumed in that vehicle.
Did you guys wear your seat?
I didn't drink any. I drove the second half of the way, and so I was not
you were
drinking.
buzzed?
No, I wasn't drinking. Yeah, well, it was funny because they're like, "Hey, Andy, you want a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah," jokingly, but.
Oh!
And they're like, "I'm gonna take a picture of my insurance agent driving this minivan, drinking a beer," and everybody left. People getting married, messing up my tournament tent. Yeah, right, Seth? God, like, how do people not know the tournament schedule before they set a wedding date?
I mean, Seth and I, we scheduled our weddings around these things.
Yes, you did.
We made it so
Yes,
everyone
you
can go
did.
to everything.
I had a lot of fun at the mouth wedding.
He did Haas.
I hozzed at the mouth wedding. It was,
And his wife was close to Haasing, too. There was almost a...
oh yeah, my wife was super f***ed up too, yeah.
I have a great picture of them trying to make out, and both of them are kissing each other's shoulders.
Well, it didn't. Me, Zebra, and Luna went for brunch at like noon, and we each had about 3, 4, 5 drinks, and then we tried to go home for a nap. Didn't quite, yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's 3 o'clock. It's wedding time.
Oh, we went to
And,
go do pictures and then came back and said, "Oh my God, what happened to all these people?"
What do you expect? I mean, like, come on. You invite these people,
And you guys
happen.
handled it admirably. It was nothing less than what I would want.
Yeah, hey, Paul Lady, I agree. Kevin Wersch for ITE should not be in the amateur bracket. I agree with that.
Well, the funny thing is not winning the amateur bracket. But as we just saw, his bag and ball combination is something to
yeah, right. Yeah, so
that alone should put him in the amateur bracket.
his Build-A-Bag alone, yeah, should put him in, yes.
No, I know.
Yeah, you're right. His inexplicable Build-A-Bag alone should have him in the amateur
They've
bracket.
got to give him free Build-A-Bags.
I don't know.
Adam Kramer has a good head on his shoulder. I am surprised he hasn't just slapped the taste
I
out of Kevin.
I love Adam Kramer. He's such a good dude.
What, his Build-A-Bag? Yeah. All right, what are we
It's a
looking
tight
at?
little pin here.
It's a tight little pin.
I
think I'd be 4-6 wood biting it, just to be safe.
Looks like Kevin's playing streaks, so
He
he
is?
should just backspin a 5 wood.
Are you sure those are streaks?
Looks like it. Good shot.
Are you streaks? Yeah, the
Oh,
it's only
grabbers?
244.
Oh, all right.
Bite 6 wood. Scrabbers and stouts.
Stouts. Oh, he's using stouts. Interesting.
Interesting. Now, tell me the
So
difference.
I tried the stout balls because
How do they play different? They're a little shorter, it looks like.
so the 9.5 driver with stouts is 310.
So it's a little shorter.
So it's shorter.
Looks like about 3 yards a club.
Hey, buddy. But what's that?
You staying?
Yeah. I tried the stouts after I watched Talo and Lance Harris play so well with them. But as much as they help you on into the wind holes, you don't get that boost on downwind holes. So, like, basically, I think it basically halves the wind, you know. So if it's a 7 wind, at stouts it's a 3.5 wind.
Is there a mute button on any of these? What am I? Oh, you just turned. So now my mic's off. You want to? You want both? No. It was nothing.
Turn them on.
Yeah, she does. And the on-air button kills them both. All right. So instant. So I should have that in front of me when Haas starts swearing. I missed it. All right, guys, we're gonna have to set up a 5-second delay for Andy during these things so that we can have this be family friendly. All right, so now this is an interesting hole. This is always the one you prefer. Yeah, do you prefer to go over the top on this? Do you prefer to go over the top on this, or do you prefer to go underneath?
So the only time I go underneath it is if it's
Two hybrid skip.
I have a super 2 iron because I play streaks. So if it sets up to like the 207, other than that though, yeah, I don't know any other shot than going over if it's not the 2 iron.
You can still skip it, but it's not like the other.
So I used to have the 8.5 for this hole for like longer looks on this hole.
No, but there isn't anymore.
But then it was kind of screwing me on 13. I think the 9.5 is preferable on 13.
It is,
and I actually, at Worlds, day of qualifier, I watered 13 with 8.5. I immediately switched my bag
with
the day of Worlds.
The 8.5 one, you can't play it to be any bit aggressive. You have to play it to the left side coming up so it trickles off to the right and you leave yourself a 70-foot putt no matter what.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. Now, what I have been doing is the C3 10.5 and 3 wood a lot.
I saw you hit. I still don't know how you got that to hang out as much as it did.
Well, I'm a pretty amazing player. Well, I do some things with the track hole that not you can do.
No,
as well.
I still don't know how that didn't overcut.
Because I moved it right.
Do you play a full?
Absolutely a full seat. The problem is if it's not double digits in your face, I can't get it to stay on the green. It goes too far.
I don't know how you did that.
Well, you'll see it again in match play. I'll watch you water it, and then you'll go. We got a clean front 9 from both of them. Very impressive.
Really?
Yep. We're going over the top, it looks like, on this one. Are you thinking 3 wood for you? Huh?
I would do I would turn left one. I would go right there, and I do a high 10.5. Because I don't like to. Yeah. I just like to. I like to give me a little smoothie.
I like to.
I like a little smoothie.
It makes you more accurate.
I don't like hitting it hard. I don't. Whenever possible, I don't want to hit the ball hard.
That's what. Oh.
My distance is so much more predictable when I hit it soft.
It's not even my distance that's more predictable.
Everything's more predictable. Yeah.
Like
why do I want
to go up 2 clubs and thumb a ball than
yes.
2 come
Why do I?
club hard?
No need to hit a ball hard unless you need to.
Man, it's weird me saying that because everybody looks at me being a.
Oh yeah, you hit. Yeah. You're a big dumb ape. Yeah, I mean you hit the shit out of it.
I believe I'm a big dumb hairy winning machine this weekend though.
Yeah. Big dumb winning machine until about a half hour from now, and then it's.
You're right. I might lose my first game.
Oh.
Of the day. My one game. I might lose one game today.
My prediction for the finals is I think I'm gonna win the first set 3-1. And I think I'm gonna win the second set 2-1. What do you think about? What do you think about that?
Well, I'm confident in the fact that you're giving me some games, but I don't think it's the truth. I mean, by all regards, what do you play a month? 1,000?
Ish, yeah.
I'm lucky to hit 100.
Oh, get the shot. Every day.
I play 10 games a day.
Every day I load up something in the morning. Your name's in every game I play.
It's one game. That's one game.
Okay.
That's a cycle. I play one cycle on 2 machines when I go out. So there's 10 games. That's it. I don't get done. I get out of work at like 11 p.m. I go to the bar until.
Do you really?
Yeah. The team that I manage and it's a terrible schedule, so it sucks. Sorry, Jill. One day I'll get you.
Where are you at now, Microsoft or?
I work for a contract for Microsoft.
Okay. Consultant?
No, well, I guess you could say a consultant. I don't know. I don't want to talk about the real world. It's not as fun as this. As you can see. Mind you that no one in my work or in my work friends have an access to my Facebook account, so they don't get to see the things that happen while I'm out at these things.
Yeah, I try and leave Golden Tee as a separate world from everyone else I know. Wow! Kevin rammed that chip in. What a chip. Kevin only knows one speed, fast. He does everything fast.
Yep.
He just fucking hits fast, pound the direct ball.
Language, guys. Language, Andy. All right, so this is one here.
See, this one's okay.
That's okay, but you get 10.5 this one.
So he has the 9.5310, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think the 9.5310 is the
it's
worst driver.
piece of
you guys would
piece
never
of
play
poo.
it. Remember the
No,
Big Bertha?
no, it's terrible. It's the worst.
I was the only one that
if
would
you
play it.
if you cut that driver at all, it goes nowhere.
You can outdrive any driver.
Terrible.
You can hit the
terrible
regular 9.5 300 farther than the
It's terrible.
9.5 300. It's 10.
As Charles Barkley would say, it's terrible. Terrible.
I liken that driver to his golf swing. Hey, Miss Cromie checking in. Thanks, Jill.
Andy laughs just like Seth Rogen. That's funny.
You're going to have to change that up to Muklewicz so everybody knows who you are.
So, Franklin Knowles, we got a question here. What's the advantage of having a 300 9.5 over a 310 9.5? And I would say that if you don't hit a perfect 180, the 300 9.5 is still going to get you your distance.
And the 310 9.5 driver doesn't go any farther. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. No.
If it does, it's 4 yards, no difference.
So there's 3 drivers I use. The 10.5, obviously, which I have in every bag. The 9.5 300 and the 8.5 310. And I honestly don't think there's any need to play any other drivers besides those 3. Those are the 3 drivers, and you don't need to play anything else besides those 3.
And they go in this order. The 9.5 300 is the most consistent driver. 8.5 gives you the ability to skip water on any setup you want.
And on a perfect 180, it does go the longest. Carry
depending
into the wind for sure.
Correct. The high T 300 9.5 goes farther.
And the 10.5 cuts more than any other would.
I think it cuts almost more than any. It's one of the most cutting clubs.
No, I mean it doesn't cut as much as the 2-bird or something, but it cuts more than any other would.
Clubs that real people use. Who uses a 2-bird anymore? We'll see how it comes into play. We're going to see a lot of this.
Yeah, I don't have any 2-birds on this year's courses. I can think of 2-bird being useful for like Pelican, Timber, Sequoia, but yeah, none of the current year courses needed a 2-bird.
Are they still tied? Has any mistakes happened?
No, I think Kevin's up 1. Did Kevin win the first game?
No, Kevin lost.
Okay.
Pretty badly.
Oh, great. So we got to wait another game to play. Awesome.
Get this man a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Andy's got a fire burger. Yeah. We're gonna have to mute him up a little bit here.
Good.
Are you gonna be able to eat and commentate? No, we're gonna turn him off. We'll turn his mic off for a little bit here. All right, call your kids back. They can watch the stream again. All right, pretty solid shot. Now, there was an interesting thing in this tournament. We do the $20 hole-in-one side pot typically. And at this tournament, we had a total entry in the pot of $680. And we had the largest payout I've ever seen on a hole-in-one side pot. I had a hole-in-one on this hole in the qualifier and got $240 back, or $230 back. There were only 3 hole-in-ones hit during the entire qualifier. I would have given him some money. No. Dude, we give him money. Oh, that's Chuck Wagon being that guy that he is, that shady son of a gun that he is. It's funny to use language that's PG-13. It's kind of different for me. Hopefully the voice is coming through, guys. I am fighting through this. Water's doing me wonders, though. All right, we're going to cut 6 wood coming in. That's a great shot. Put it right there. And we're going to do another cut 6. I don't think he can hold this with the cuts. It's going to be a tough shot to cut a 6-wood to hold the shot up. I mean, you have to overcut it and bring. Yeah, that was. So it's going to come down to 18, unless we're playing another match. All right, we got another match to commentate. You get to hear Andy Haas on the stream once he's done with this burger. Holy cow. He literally has put a half-pound burger, the whole thing in his mouth at once. It is an impressive feat. You see the focus and determination in Chris's face there. Beautiful, beautiful. The last time Kevin Lindsay focused was when he was taking a dump yesterday. Oh, best hair in Golden Tee back there. You got to get that. Sean Gervais is over there posting some sick memes, I'm sure. Wow, Kevin murdered that putt. I'm surprised it didn't roll over. All right, 1-1. I gotta shrink this little. God, I don't like this mouse pad. Gamer nerd mouse pad. Play World of Warcraft on this computer, I bet. Nerd king. Yeah, it doesn't shrink.
Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite. People say it's fun. I don't play it. I'm a Destiny 2 guy. In case anybody's on the PS4 network and wants to jump in and play with a Golden Tee player, it's the Mouth 411 if you're interested. Andy Haas doesn't have time for video games. He's out there training his little digital golfers. I'm playing video games. He's out on the putting green practicing. He's chipping, he's putting. Great big digital hearts in those players he's got. I didn't get to see the course here. Anybody see it, what it was? All right, so let's see what happens on 1. I got to ask Andy his approach on hole 1, because you see a lot of people are driving 1 quite a bit. Not as much as you used to. And this setup obviously not there unless Kevin's got that hammer shot in his bag for 509 on him.
So number 1 in the drivable setup, yeah, I'm always streaks on this course, and then I would, depending on where the pin is, would either go to the 8.5 or 9.5. I actually have 2 Dubai bags specifically for hole 1.
This is where the 1,000 games a month comes into play, guys. Most of us aren't going to build 2 bags for 1 course. Scott, I play grabbers across the board. There are, like I said, though, Andy gets a definite, if we play Mystic, there's a chance that we walk into that game and I'm down a stroke because he has streaks and I don't. I mean, literally, instantly, I'm down a stroke. What I find, though, for me, since I'm not playing as many games to learn that ball, I'm losing hole-outs more from playing that ball again, or switching, or me playing fast and not remembering to switch balls. Hi, Rodney. First time, long time. Rodney here.
Rodney Roberts.
Yeah? Uh-oh. Andy doesn't need to hear you chomping on his fries. Mine came back. Is that true? Wow. Okay. That was almost a mistake. No, not yet. That's fantastic. I'm here to win. Don't worry. You guys think I'm not going to drink, but come on. I have more pressure to win this than anybody. I will say in a level playing field, I'm very tough to beat. That's all we'll leave it at that. No love lost yet. It looks like we're all tied up. Everybody's clean. All right, now. I play this hole the same way every time. Pins in the back. I go up 1 club above the hole and play a little cut, baby it with bite. That way I can get it to ride up the green and then back down towards the hole. If you play any straight line shot at this, all you're doing is bringing water into play on the right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people high teeing this over the top too, and I think that's also
when you get like
ridiculous.
that, like 330 setup, sometimes
No, but see,
you
the
need
8.5
tee.
driver, I can murder it. Just straight at it, bounce it out of off the rough, and that's fine.
Again, it goes back to the concept we talked about.
Yeah, you don't want to murder
hitting
it.
it soft.
That's a great shot. That's not at all how I would have played it, but that's beautiful. I think that all he did was brought a lot more risk into play there. All right, so we both got eagles. That's one of the harder holes possibly early. Now, do you carry an 8-wood on this course or 9-wood?
I have an 8-wood in every bag.
Now, why not the 9-wood for? Is it 7?
8. No, you don't need it.
Oh, I think you do.
No, you don't.
When you're at 190,
You can give me
with an outwind-
184 with a 12 outwind. It still checks.
No, going over the top with a high tee.
No, not over the top. No, just a little cut.
Gotcha. We're talking about the same. Somebody just put something into my backside. It was a finger.
What's up, Rob? What?
So I was just trying to watch. I gotta go through darts. I'll be back. Such an avid dartist.
He was being aggressive, Luke. I don't disagree. All right, this is a really easy look for this hole today. That's good. Now, me personally, when I get this set up at home, I don't use a high tee. I just knock it straight down the fairway. I get a 6-footer.
I think which tee is?
I would just go straight.
I would
straight right there.
I wouldn't even
straight.
bother turning. I
Nope.
would just.
6-wood, 5-wood, 4-wood, 7-wood, depending on setup in, and it's a great shot in. And now I do like where Kevin put it because he has a lower iron, and you can, like we were talking about, you can hit a softer shot. And I'm going to tell you right now, math says the closer you are to the hole, the more likely it is to go in.
Oh, 100%. 100%. No pullback shove.
That's actually beautiful.
That's a good shot.
I hadn't seen Chris play before, but he's actually impressed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Take a few pointers and seeing some of the things that other people are doing here, and he could get good pretty quick. Kevin Lindsay, there's absolutely no hope for.
Oh, see, now this is my favorite setup on this hole.
Are you going one more turn?
See, what is Kevin doing?
He doesn't think it's drivable.
Yeah,
I'm leaving it here.
is.
I'm leaving it from a left turn of this.
So this is. Yeah, I'd probably go
be
left
going-
one of there.
Yeah, 'cause
I
this
do a
isn't cutting
flat.
back enough.
I do a flat C and
Yep.
then smash it to the 3.
Yep. Either that, or I can actually hit a
Look at this.
straight
This is
shot
a pretty
there.
good shot right there.
I can actually hit a straight shot there, but when you do that with that left or right wind, you're bringing the water into play to get it on the green.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Kevin just insta-laid up.
There's
there. I
not many
don't
things in
know.
my life that Kevin Lindsay does that I'm
That's
surprised
a
with.
good point. That's a good point.
Tough but fair.
That's a good point.
Now, see, Andy wouldn't mind being here. He's thinking
I chushed in on this hole against Gervais.
with the same kind of setup.
No.
Oh, did you go far
No,
to the
I
top
had
right?
straight. Everything was straight.
See, that actually wouldn't have been a bad shush, though, because the wind actually would have fought the left floor.
No, it was too much. Well, he should have been putting that. He should have putted that.
Yeah, he should have, but
Chip that.
all right, no love lost, no
All right.
gain there.
All right.
This one,
that's a
somebody
good,
could screw
good
this
pin
up.
on this hole, yeah.
Now, for me, I'm back left
He
in on the
should
box.
just,
I'm going to bite an 8-iron
he
and
should
just cut
bite,
it a little
yeah,
bit.
cut bite 8-iron. Yep. That's what I'm looking at. He's going.
Even with streaks, you wouldn't possibly just think about hurting a
And
9-iron.
See, that's an unforced error right there because why not just bite the 8-iron?
By the way, Zach, in case we haven't wished it to you, happy birthday for you. Hopefully you didn't kill each other with those axes you were throwing. With Kevin's my first putter, it seems like he's actually playing his first game of Golden Tee.
You see right here. So this is just a,
Okay, so this is the
just
setup.
a C. This is just a C2 8-wood.
All right, so that's what you do. I can go over the top of the 9-wood.
Yeah, no. There's no need. It's a perfect C2 8-wood.
From right there? No,
Yeah,
right
no,
turn.
one more. One more right. One more right. Full C, 2, backspin, 8-wood.
I have the same set of clubs for every course.
Scott, that's a good question. I would say 6 wood and 8 wood in every bag. 100%.
I'm different than him on this, so let's have
Obviously,
him go through his.
Obviously 5 wood, like that's kind of always been like the magic club of Golden Tee.
3 wood as well.
3 wood, yes. So I would say in every single bag I have a 10.5, a 3 wood, a 5 wood, a 6 wood.
You have a
and 8 wood.
10.5 and
Every
another
bag.
driver.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I would
So
never
he's
only
got
have the
staples.
10.5.
Right. The 10.5 would ruin you.
I would never only have the 10.5, yes.
Now, this is the kind of thing that I really hope IT cleans up again. Why the hell are you getting dropped right here? What the hell
Why not?
drop zone is that? On a rock? Look at the shape of these rocks.
Fucking video game. Come on. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ramming speed.
Yes, he puts a putter in every bag. He does. Well played. I see. My standard is I have a 10.5.
Zach's got the jokes. He's here with the jokes.
He's got the jokes, right?
He's got
But
the jokes.
no ability to come to a tournament that's not far from
Right,
him.
yeah.
But so Andy's got his theory on that. Now I have a slightly different one. I use the 8.5 in every bag. I use the 10.5 in every bag. I carry the 3 wood, 4 wood, 5 wood, 6 wood, 7, 9.
See, I feel like the 8 has the ability to merge
See, here's the difference.
perfectly in between the 7 and 9.
But no, see,
and
I
save
think,
yourself a club.
But I think the 9 wood you can do more with. I can high tee a 9 wood and hit it 160 yards. So I have a
I
club
feel like
that I
the 8
can
wood's.
change.
I
think
feel
the
like
8 wood's
when you
long.
jump. I feel like when you jump on an 8 wood, it goes way over where it should.
We agree the 9 wood's broken in the Build-A-Bag. It goes
Yeah.
short. I
Well,
don't
it's
think the 8 wood
180
is.
club. It's not 190.
Right,
It's
right.
180.
And I think that 180 gap is worth it for him.
But if you go 6 iron, 5 bird,
I don't
8
use
wood,
a 5 iron. I use
that's
a 5
the perfect
iron.
gap.
I use a 5 iron because if you watched Kevin's chips that he rammed out there with a 5 iron, he made both of those.
See, the nice thing with the 5 bird though is
Now, this shot here, you're hitting a naked 10 and a half. You're hitting a 10
I'm
and a half
doing
backspin. It's a 10 and a half backspin right at it.
question.
All day,
Shit,
right at it.
I
This is
think I
aceable.
think I may be able to get a 3 wood there with
But-
streaks. I'm using streaks.
Okay, he's using streaks.
So
I'm
yeah,
10
I
and a half.
actually think I would probably hit a 3 wood here.
I mean, you can't even hit an A1 3 wood at this hole, too, but it's not
I don't
consistent.
know why he's hitting.
Well, hey, you know, it's a fine, safe shot. He's up a few strokes.
Is he up a few?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shot here, though, we agree. We're going right at the pin with a 10 and a half or
I think I'm doing a 3 wood with streaks.
no tee, right?
No T. Medium 3 wood. Smash. And I go in the water because my 180 is junk.
Look at that cake. You
Yes,
might be
he's
hitting
long.
a 4
He's
wood.
long. He
That's-
hit 10.5. That was
Yeah, no,
10.5.
yeah, I know. You might have had to hit a 4 wood.
No. 3 wood's fine. Oh, look at this. Nice chip.
All right, let's see if we can make this putt. We got to look at this. This is playing like a putt-putt golf shot. All right, he has to aim this putt a good 5 degrees to the left.
Good
That
ball
was-
mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, you were right. Yep. I think they're tied. Are they tied?
They might now be tied.
I think
okay.
they're tied.
It's a battle, guys.
And they're 1-1, right? So
It's 1-1. This is it. You're playing streaks, so this is actually a good
so-
backspin shot for you.
it's either good or bad for you, mouth, because I'm pretty
No.
f***ed up. So either I'm gonna like steamroll you, or you're. I feel like it's not
I
gonna be
feel
close.
like my
I feel like either you're gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill you.
I feel
you're-
like my projection of not losing a game this entire weekend is going to come true.
it could be. You haven't lost a game? I'd like to think I could beat you once.
Oh, I know you could beat me 10 straight games. You've done it before. And I've given you. You guys watched Andy Fox beat me a few games in a row on this live stream.
Wisconsin. Yep. Don't get the curve.
Me and him.
So Scott, actually
Hybrids.
the hybrids curve a little
Yes,
more,
they curve more than the corresponding club in the
which
in the
is
regular
which is nice. A lot of times when you're chipping out of the rough, sometimes I want
to
a
get a
little
little
more
cut.
curve. When I'm chipping out of the fairway, I don't want that curve.
Okay, see, when I'm chipping, I try to be in the rough because I want no curve on
I don't
my
want
chips.
curve exactly.
I have a goofy
But
hitch on
sometimes
my
you need a
chips.
little
My
more-
5 iron, my chips curve naturally. I got a
everybody's
slight bet.
everybody's chips curve naturally.
Not when we were playing the stock
It's
tournament.
not.
It's
It's
like
not.
they didn't
It's
cut.
not possible to pull it back dead straight. It's not possible.
I have a new theory I'm going to test on this that I don't want to say. Yeah, Stacy, I'm going to completely disagree. There's nothing that Andy has said today that is
No, Andy's
being smart.
Every single bag I play has been optimized based on thousands of rounds of experience.
You sound like you're a trader that's trying to sell me right now. It's two different styles of game is the bigger thing here. It's two different styles of game, Stacy. That's it. Andy's won a lot more than I have. When was the last time you've done anything good in Golden Tee, Andy?
Well, I won the Houston Classic last year.
87?
I beat Paul Luna with an overtime hole-in-one on Calypso 13. I hit an 8-wood release. Went right in the hole.
He
claims it was going to go in the water, but
Any other shots, like recent top fours or anything that you've done?
Well, I mean, it was only like 7 months ago. Like,
yeah, but we've gone to 6 events, right?
Okay, well,
I'm just curious.
Actually, Mouth, I did just as well as you did at Worlds, which is to go 0-2.
Hey. Once again, that's under protest. You have no excuse.
James Ballloom. Yeah. No. My excuse is I qualified first and had to play a former world champion in the first round. That is my excuse.
Who'd you play first?
Harlow. I qualified first, and I get to play a former world champion.
That feels everybody you play.
Sorry.
I would have been qualifying third until the gentleman in question
lubed up the ball.
I didn't. Hey, we're going to talk about the good competitors that we have in this event.
Yes, because
there's a wonderful time and that everyone's having here at Old Pros. And when I say Old Pros, I don't mean there's old prostitutes. It's the actual name of the bar.
Old Prostitutes Bar.
I believe prostitute is still considered PG-13.
Old Pros?
Old Pros.
So are we still tied here?
No, I don't think we're tied.
I think we're tied.
I haven't been watching. There hasn't been any love loss, any major. It's been a pretty straightforward setup. Nothing that's been.
My prediction would be.
This makes absolutely no sense.
Someone's going to have it on 16 or 17.
That makes no sense to do this.
Why is that? Yeah, like you said, you're always more likely to hole it from closer to the hole.
What are those? Washington apples?
Parallel gaming.
My gosh. I've been trying, Zach.
38 parallel gaming?
This is the amateur-sized king of the hill, Rick. The two people commenting here will be playing for the finals of the other side.
Oh, yeah, you, Gary, and Richard.
Uh-oh, Chad Schrump, old schooler.
Hey, Chad.
He's going to jump on in on the commentation for you
I
guys.
did think it was pretty funny that Chad was in the amateur bracket, considering he was going to Golden Tee tournaments before I even saw the game.
He was going to Golden Tee tournaments while we were still on the tip.
You know. Chad did the coolest thing I ever saw at a Golden Tee tournament. No.
Or Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy?
He jumped off a table.
And broke his leg.
Yeah. and his poor wife had to come pick him up, and she was less
just so
than
happened to
thrilled
be in
about it.
Indianapolis.
And it was in Indianapolis. Yeah, I think it was Sidelines. It was at Sidelines in Noblesville.
And guess what? You also won. You had a big day that day, too.
I got a 300 on Silver Strike. I did.
Beating my 298. He took cash. I got Jimmy Buffett.
$500 cash for my perfect game on Silver Strike.
Yep.
That
was back when he was fat Andy, by the way, guys.
The dirty little secret about that was they had just come out with an update, and they really adjusted. So, like with the first Silver Strike ever, if you hit it any amount of hard, it would give you a foul for hitting it too hard. When they came out with that new update, they give you much more leeway on hitting it hard. And so I took advantage of that and got the 300.
It really sounds like Andy Haas really knows how to game the system.
I know how to work. I know how to work a trackball. Give me a little white ball. I know how to work it. That was a very good shot, by the way, by Chris. What was that pin?
Give me a little white ball. I know how to snort it.
Oh, here we go.
All right,
match is going to be decided right here. This is So with streaks,
I'm gonna guess they both are.
that's a good point. With streaks, I turn right 1, I don't even move the tee, and I smash a C2 5-wood bite. It's going to be perfect.
Guys, the Podmore, half of the Podmore, get better teams on here. Hopefully we're keeping up to the high standards that you guys have set.
That was very predictable.
Actually, I didn't mind the shot, though. You're playing, okay, so he's playing stouts. I'm cutting a 3-wood.
Will Sandstead. The ankle break video is still on YouTube.
Oh, my God, it's over.
Look at this.
Great shot. Good ball.
Hey, Will Sandstead, how about the Joliet bitch fight? Is that still on YouTube?
Well, guys, in case you didn't know, Will Sandstead was Richard King before technology.
He's always documented.
He documented everything.
Oh, yeah, he gave it
Up.
Lost answers. Jesus Christ.
This match just got really exciting.
This match is making me see Jesus. Wow.
She's doing really good for a Sunday. I just trying to deal with Brad Barrett. I lost to both these guys. I'm a little upset. I listened to drunk Andy Haas commentary. Hilarious.
He was a drunk.
Oh yeah, he was a drunk. He was toasted. If you were playing Grand Theft Auto, it would have said wasted on the screen all day.